Welcome to Low-Key PD. In this video, we're going to explore how to use Google Sheets to analyze quiz or test results generated from a Google Forms quiz. So you've got your Google Form quiz, and if you click on Responses, you'll see the Summary, Question, and Individual tabs, but you should also see a link to Google Sheets. Now, depending on where you are in the process, this link may say View in Sheets, which would just open up the Google Sheets where the responses are stored, or if you haven't set that up yet, it will give you the option to basically export the data into a Google Sheet so that you can open it in a Google Sheet. All right, I've already got that set up, so I'm going to go to that Google Sheet, and all of the information that was submitted through the form is now stored in this Google Sheet. Couple of different things about the Google Sheet that might be of interest. The first column will always be the timestamp column. The timestamp column will tell you when that student submitted that quiz or test. 11:51, 34 seconds, gives the date, their email address. It shows you the score that they received, and then whatever the questions were, first name, last name, question 1, question 2. I've said many times when you create a question in Google Forms, the big name for the question should probably not be the question you want to answer, but something like question 1, question 2, something short, first name, last name, because in the Google Sheet, those big question names become the column headers for those questions, and if you just type in the whole question that you want, these column headers are going to be really big. But because I was a little bit cautious and judicious, I named them with shorter names. I now have a much easier to read spreadsheet and that I can look through, right? So as I look through the questions, Indianapolis, 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 this one I know is spelled without a capital I, but each question gets its own column, and the checkbox questions get multiple columns for each row. So if I click on this row header, question 6, Notre Dame, this reflects only the selections that were made for that row in that question, and then you'll notice the next one is question 6, Ball State University and Indiana University, and so on. So each part of that checkbox question gets its own row, so you can analyze that data individually. Now, if there's some numerical data in here, you'd be able to sort that, find an average, median, whatever. If you want to know how many students gave a specific response, there are spreadsheet functions you can do for that. So let's say I did a data and I want to create a filter. All right, well, question 1, how many students got it right? Let's see. I think I have to set this up where the capitalization is correct. They all have it spelled correctly. So do I have that option? I don't think I have the option to sort by whether or not it's spelled correctly. Do I have one where I can do exactly? Yes, I can. Unless it doesn't like whether or not it's capitalized or not. It doesn't consider there to be a difference. That's unfortunate. But when you have all the data in a spreadsheet, there's so many more tools at your disposal if you know how to work a Google spreadsheet. That will be a different series of videos, but this concludes how to look at and analyze Google quiz data in a spreadsheet.